Hey guys, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so I finally had some time to make one, so I figured we would do an Electrone attack. This is an attack I did a few wars back, and let's get right into it. When we scout this base, the first thing you look for with Electrone is your air sweepers. And whenever you see that the queen is not covered by an air sweeper, it's likely going to be a good base for Electrone. You see there's a nice path here if you want to use a blimp. There's also a nice path right here if you want to use a slammer. I used a blimp for this one because it's a fresh hit and you never know where the Teslas might be. It could just pull you over the corner of the base and then you really don't have a chance. So I used a blimp. Now my general thinking with these Electrones is that the Electrone, I like to look at the base like in boxes. So you have a box here, box here, box here. So, you know, you can look at it in terms of 4 boxes. So your Electrone normally gets the first box, and then your heroes are free to take down any of the other boxes, whatever you need to, whatever kind of value you see there. When dealing with the Town Hall, you're either going to need to take it down with a kill squad or use your Warden ability over the Town Hall. Those are really the only 2 options, unless you want to use your Electrone. But that can be a little bit risky because a lot of times there's a tornado trap right there next to the Town Hall. So I like Electrone for this. I think we're going to clear a lot of this area with the Electrone. So I'm going to plan on getting that. I probably will not get the Eagle. I will pull the CC. So when I look up here, I see that the Town Hall is 4 squares from the wall, which means the queen cannot hit that Town Hall from outside. That's good base design. I would say if the queen can snipe the Town Hall from outside of the base, the base needs redesigned, because when you see this hit, you'll notice that I would have an extra 70 spaces if I didn't have to break into this compartment to get to the Town Hall. So always make sure that the Town Hall is far enough away that the queen can't reach. So what I'm going to do on this one, I think, is I'm going to try to wall break in right here and get the Town Hall with the heroes. So what do I need to do that? This part of the funnel over here is formed already. I'll probably use a couple baby dragons down here, and then I'll just let my heroes bounce over into that compartment. To do that, I'll probably need to clear these buildings up here, and I'm going to do that with a golem and bowlers. So when it's all said and done, I'll have low battery mode. I'm not redoing it. So we are going to have this box cleared. We're going to have these buildings cleared. And then we're going to have these buildings over here cleared as well. So, you know, king goes down here. He bounces over. We're going to break this wall. And the queen's going to go in there. And she's going to take down that Town Hall. And then on the back end, it's a pretty straightforward Lalo at that point. We'll probably have a hound coming from this direction and this direction, and then a ton of balloons. I'll likely use my Warden Tome early, right around this Inferno, because you have the Wizard Tower shooting over there, so it's just a lot of splash. So on the back end, I'll plan to send a group of loons here, maybe up here if that tower doesn't go down. It may or may not. And then I'll probably save some loons on the back end as well. Maybe somewhere here so that I can grab that last Inferno tower with a haste. So overall, that's the way I like to plan those Electrones. Your Electrone gets 1 box, and then your heroes get another box, and then essentially you have the base cut in half for a nice straight path. If the boxes where you choose to do it are a little diagonal to each other, you still have a nice straight path through the base. It just depends on where you think that your heroes are best used. And it's always good to have two plans for your heroes. In this case, it was a pretty clear cut where they were going to go because it was on an edge. But if you need to push your Electrone deeper into the base, sometimes, you know, if you wanted to get it like in this area, maybe some of these buildings here would not go down. So maybe you do plan on having two uses for your heroes. In that case, you know, what are you going to do if they go this direction? What are you going to do if they go that direction? And it all depends on the layout of the base, but it's always good to have two ideas for what you're going to do with your heroes when you do these electrones, because stuff can go wrong and you don't want to be attached to one idea when you could have two plans and possibly even triple both ways. So just something to keep in mind when you're planning these electrones.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stood and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start